So, all the Ukraine and Chernivtsi itself is very glad to greet the participants and the guests of our town, and we are proud to hold the competition, the Sidecar Motocross World Championship 2013. 33 teams announced their participants in the races. The teams are from Holland, Latvia, Belgium, France, Czech Republic, Great Britain, Swiss, Ukraine, of course, Estonia, Germany, Russia, and Latvia. This is the second stage of the Sidecar Motocross World Championship 2013. So, and now the time to start 13:30. So 15 count, 15 after, and 5 seconds. And the motorcycles have started their race. So the motorcycle has started the race of the second stage of Sidecar Motocross World Championship 2013 in Ukraine, in Chernivtsi. The spectators are watching nervously all the action, all the driving, and we can't tell now who will be the first, because all are running and trying to be the first. It seems to me now team number 3 is the leader. It takes the first position. So team number 3 is presented by Adriansen Ban and Van den Bogart Ban. They are from Belgium and Holland. The next team, which are represented by Netherlands and Latvia team, I can call their names. They are Baksitien and Kaspars Stupelis. They're taking the second position, and on the third position we had team from Czech Republic. These are Václav Rosenhal and Marek Rosenhal. The fourth position takes Hendriksian and Muchenix Alves. They present Belgium and Latvia. On the fifth position, team number 12 from Belgium. These are Jason Van Dale and Tim Simons. The sixth position takes team from Latvia. They are Maris Rukoris and Harald Krupniks. In the seventh position, again Latvia. Team number 11, Daiders Yanis and Daiders Lauris. Now we can say that the eighth position is for Netherlands team with Jan Fischer and Jerry Wischer. At the 9th position, again Latvia. Team number 41, Silis Arnolds and Silis James. The 10th position are for Czech Republic. So Rosenhal Václav and Rosenhal Marek. And Great Britain are on the 11th position. They present team number 23. The Great Britain takes also the 12th position with Bron Stewart and Chamberlain Josh, the team number 111. Czech Republic takes 13th position with team number 14, Lucas Journey and Radek Musil. Now again we can see the sportsman from team number 3. The passenger is trying to do his best to lead the driver into motorcycle to the prize, to the winning prize. And you can see team number 3. They present Holland and Latvia. They are making a good team, I can say. Baksetian and Stupelis Kaspars. The track is good prepared, enough watered, and the weather seems to say yes to the championship. The noise is wonderful, I can say. Every time you hear the noise of the riding motorcycle, you get the adrenaline and exciting, and you're thrilled, and it's wonderful to be at races itself, because you can feel the atmosphere and the wonderful sports show. I cannot see Ukrainian team at first 20s. That's pity, but that means that we have to work much to be trained to get first prizes. So, and now what can we say about the races? So the 4 laps have been already done. All the sportsmen have done 4 laps, and the time of the first team, of team number 3, with Adriansen, Ben and Van den Bogart, shows that it takes them 6 minutes 30 seconds to do 4 laps. The leaders are still the same. Nobody wants to get to the leader position to the rest. So the second position is still for Baxitians and Stupalis Kaspers. The third position is still at Giroud Valentin and Moussa Nicolas from France. So now we can see team number 1. This team is represented by Williamson Daniel and Bugs Robbie. I must say that Williamson Daniel participated in the first stage of the races in Switzerland, but unfortunately he couldn't get the place, and now they are trying to get points in this second stage in Ukraine. They were out of all the races, and I can see that something has gone wrong with their motorcycle, and they are staying at the track and waiting for the help. Maybe something with the engine. Oh, they are upset. They are not lucky still in these second stage races too. Oh, but nevertheless we're back to our leaders, and they are the same. Nothing hasn't changed. So the third position is for French team. Number 6, Giroud Valentin and Moussa Nicolas. The fifth position takes Belgium-Latvian team with Hendricks and Mucinix. And look, the third, no, all are the same. And now team number 1 going to end their races. That's a pity, because Daniel Williamson was 10 times champion in sidecar races. That's pity that he cannot participate in these races. It's getting hot. It's getting hot because the races, that's half time, and races in about 15 minutes is going to an end. Now we see team number we can see team number 75 from Belgium with Maurice Devy and Dagvin Saber. So it seems to me I have seen team number 1. Maybe they are again in races. Now the leaders of the race is team number 3 with Adriansen Ban and Van der Bogart Ban. And team number 38 from Latvia and Lithuania with Taras Variakois and Martin Santonis. So 7 laps are behind, and with a result of 12 minutes 50 seconds, the speed was about 57 kilometers. The middle speed is 57 kilometers for the leaders of the races. And sometimes they need only seconds to be the first in races. So much people have come to see the races in the places where the racers ride. The spectators greet them. They're reporting and greeting and shouting. Czech Republic shows good results. They are taking 8th position, and now we can see that no changes. The position are the same as was at the start. And the track is good prepared, and the peaks are rather difficult for sportsmen. Sometimes they jump about 5 meters. It's good watered, and of course we are proud to hold this competition in Chernivtsi. Of course, it's not for the first time. We have many famous champions in Ukraine and especially in our region. But now I can see that team number 2 with Baksetien and Stipolis Kasparis take the first position. The Netherlands and Latvia makes a good team. And Adriansen Ben and Van de Bogart Ben is on the 2nd position. The 3rd position is still occupied by Valentin Giraud and Nicolas Mousset from France. And the 5th position is taken by Belgium-Latvian team, number 5, with Hendricks Jan and Michanix Alves. So 8 laps has already done, and Baksetien and Stipolis Kasparis are on the 1st position. Although we have many champions of 60s, 70s, 80s, now we have to see the preparation of Netherlands and Latvia teams, because that can be a good example for our motor racers. So now we can see that team number 6 with Valentin Giraud and Nicolas Mousset from France taking the 2nd position, and Adriansen Ben with Van den Bogart left on the 3rd position. They fight that it's like it's very intense fight between these three, and I will not be surprised if French team will be first. So we can wait for surprises, because as team number 3 with Adriansen and Van de Bogart were the first and took the first position, now I can see that Baksetian and Kasper Stopelius gets the first position. So, and still no changes of the other position. As for Great Britain, there are 2 teams which takes 11 and 12th position, and there is a German team takes only 18th position. And now the leaders, the former leaders from team number 3, they are trying to do their best to be the winners. Oh, what a nice jump. What a nice lap. That's an exciting sport show. And I think those spectators are lucky who are in dust and who takes a little piece of ground, because that was the ground which the racers drive on. So team number 2, it seems to me, going to win these races. So still no changes, and 10 laps has already done. 10 laps have already done by motor racers, and it takes them only 19 minutes. So we can see team number 6 with Giraud, Valentin and Nicolas Musset. They're taking the second position. It's wonderful. A few laps have left before we will know the winners, but I can see that Baksetian and Stopelius Kasparas don't want to lose their position, and they are fighting rather hard, and French team are doing his best to overcome Giraud, Valentin and Musset Nicolas. And the team number 3 is going to be faster than team number 6, and Ben Adriansen and Ben van den Bogart trying to get just the second position, but French team doesn't want to get the leading position. boiling hot for spectators, but I think the competition is even more hotter than the weather outside. So 11 laps have already done by the racers, and Etienne Box and Kasper Stuypal is getting the first position, and they're not going to give it to anyone. There are changes between 15 and 16 position. Netherlands are fighting Great Britain. They are getting one position more. So 12 laps takes 23 minutes, and soon we will know the winners. But I can say that winners are already known, and those who are standing at the finishing line, near the finishing line, all the spectators which are standing near the finish line, they would be lucky to see first the winners. But the competition this is the first competition, and in an hour there will be a second competition, and then we will know the leaders. So on the first position we can see Valentin Giraud and Nicolas Musset from France. I have said that possibly they could be the winners, but look at the last lap. They are overcome Box Etienne and Kasper Stuypal, and they are taking the first position. My prognosis were right. So France is going to be the leader of these races. That's surprising, really surprising. So, team number 12 and what is it? Number 11 from Latvia, 23 from Great Britain. Great Britain takes the 10th position still. And the leaders, team number 6 with Valentin Giraud and Nicolas Musset from France, are at the leading position of the races. Yes, someone was trying to overcome another, but I see that the leaders are already known. So Giraud, Valentin and Nicolas Musset are going to be the leaders. They are at the leading first position. Box Etienne and Kasper Stuypal is on the second position, and team number 3 with Adriansen Ben and Van de Bogert Ben are on the third position. The fourth position takes Hendricks Jan and Mucinek Selvic. The fifth position for Latvian team Daedalus Janis and Daedalus Loris. The Belgium team number 12 is on the 6th position with one Dale, Jason and Smirnik's team. And Czech Republic takes 7th position. And soon we will have winners. So 14 laps are behind, and it takes racers only 27 minutes to do 14 laps. The spectator is greeting the first leading team, and it seems to me they're even jumping happily on the peaks, and passenger is already behind, and now he's back. So we can see the leaders on the finishing line, and they have done 15 laps for 29 minutes. That's a good result. And now we can see the leaders. We can name the first 3 places. First is for Valentin Giraud and Nicolas Mousset from France. The second position is for Kasper Stipolis and Etienne Bax. And the third position for Ben Andriansen and Van der Bogart. So the French team has finished their races. I can see it on the monitor. With the first result, on the second position Etienne Bax and Kasper Stipolis, and on the third position Ben Adriansen and Ben van den Bogart from Belgium. It seems to me not much laps till the end of the races. I can see that Giraud, Valentin and Nicolas Mousset are doing this 16 laps, and that's not the finish yet. I cannot see the finishing line here, so I couldn't say exactly. When it will be to the end, but the leaders of the races are still the same. the races are still in process. So my monitor has shown that that's not the end of the races. And the spectators can watch the wonderful finish who are on the finishing line. They are going to watch the wonderful finish of the racers. So we can see the rest of the results and the teams which have come after the leaders. You can see it on the screen, so you can see all the participants, and you can see the races. So 34 minutes has already passed, and 17 laps have already done. So something team, I cannot see the team which has failed, but the races are still in process. So the position of the sportsmen are still the same. And yes, they have finished. So there was the last participants, and the winners are the same. So the first place is for Valentin Giraud and Nicolas Musset from France. The second place for Etienne Bax and Kasper Stipolis, and the third position is for Ben Adriansen and Ben van den Bogart.
Шановні друзі, між заїздами ми запрошуємо вас відвідати парк гонщиків, байкерське містечко та не забувайте про пункти харчування. Неймовірна акція від розважального боулінг-центру «Турбіна». Прийди та обміняй пропускний браслет на знижку 15%. Сьогодні, 19 травня. Відпочивай разом з нами. Незабаром відкриття нового елітного ресторану «Сєндам». Ресторан здивує вас вишуканими стравами європейського та східної кухні, відмінним обслуговуванням, розкішним інтер'єром. Відкрий для себе «Сезам». Організатори змагань Чернівецька обласна асоціація «Техноспорт», Чернівецька міська громадська організація «Буковинська партнерська агенція», громадський розвиток крок за кроком, підтримка та патронат, Міжнародна федерація мотоспорту, Федерація мотоциклетного спорту України, Чернівецька обласна державна адміністрація, Буковина – край, де варто жити, Чернівецька міська рада, спільними зусиллями, спонсори змагань, Автоплаза, територія кращого, Honda, сила мрій, група компаній АІС, з вниманием к вам, з любов'ю к автомобілям. Лангейт – простір можливостей, Товариство сприяння обороні України, правонаступник ДТСА.
А третє місце посів екіпаж під номером 3 Бен Андрісен, Бельгія, Бен Ванденбогер, Голландія. Нагородження проводить представник компанії АІС Чернівців Євген Лещенко. Наші вітання бронзовим призерам! Друге місце у нас посів екіпаж під номером 2. Ну, подивіться, яка синхронність, да? Етьєн Пак, Голландія! Каспар Ступріс, Латвія! Нагородження проводить представник Автоплази Honda Богдан Вікірюк. Отже, наші вітання срібним призерам! Ріло! Ну а переможцями змагань на першому етапі вишуканою своєю французькою їздою вибороли екіпаж під номер 6 Валентин Жира! Нікола Амюсе! Нагородження проводить голова першотравневої райради Віктор Мельничук! Богдан, а ну скажи по-французьки, привітай французьких наших переможців. Богдан Лащика. Отже, наші вітання переможця першого етапу. Ура, віот, ура, віот! Ще раз поаплодуємо призерам! Побажаємо їм такої швидкої їзди і в другому заїзді, а другий заїзд відбудеться о 16 годині. Ну, звичайно ж, раніше треба бути на своїх глядацьких місцях, адже раніше гонщики виїдуть. Ну і, шановні вболівальники,